Hi champions, here Maria Jose Bikuma. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you are doing great. For me, thanks God, I'm doing very well. If you are new in my channel, that's a channel specially reserved for parents who have kids with disabilities like myself. If it's not done yet, so I'll ask to you to subscribe to my channel, activate the notification bell so you won't miss any interesting videos like this one. Like the video, share it with your family and friends. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about something that bothers me very much in this society, and it's like the way people behave in front of kids with disabilities. So my people, please understand that a person with disabilities doesn't need pity. He needs just your understanding, your respect. He needs to be accepted in this society where we live, because they deserve to be there. Your acceptance and your empathy. That's why I think we as parents, we should teach our children the inclusion of people with disabilities. It's essential that the little ones learn the respect and the empathy at a young age, so that they can really know how to live and respect and welcome people, like truly welcome people with disabilities. Children with disabilities, they live very often in situations that they are really excluded. For example, children with disabilities, most of the time they are not invited to parties, okay? Like their friends' party at school or classmates, and sometimes just on school trips, they also not invited just by the fact that they are not the same, they are different from other kids, and that shouldn't be like that. That's wrong. By start teaching our children about the difference, I know things can change. Things can change because they will learn to live with the difference. They won't be like scared or just confused when they see at the mall a child with disabilities like having a seizure or is in a wheelchair. That will be like something they will be used to see and live with. If they see at the grocery store, for example, a child screaming because he's very scared or just not feeling comfortable about being in public, he won't walk away. He won't feel like it's something new for him, because you have had already told him about the difference, and that is really important for us as parents to teach our kids. Kids with disabilities, they are not monsters. They are kids like other kids. They are just different, but they are still human beings. Parents, talk to your kids is what really I have to tell you today. Talk to your kids so they will learn to not bully his friend at school because he is different from him. Kids with disability, they suffer so much with this situation of bullying because they cannot talk, they cannot express with words what they live and what they go through is very difficult for them. And if your normal child doesn't know how to deal, how to socialize with them, it's complicated. So please explain them at home with simple words that they can understand. They will know really how to behave the next time they're gonna see a person or a child living with disabilities. I think kids are very easy to go. When you explain things to them, they understand. They won't be afraid anymore, because what they're gonna see in the street or at the mall, you have already told them. And what I think is most difficult to deal with is the adults, because personally I think kids, they have very often good reactions, and sometimes when they behave bad is because of the reaction of the parents. They don't teach them the way just the parents look at the kids with disabilities, like it's so disapproving. And I see when the kids look at the parents, then they get scared. They get afraid with the person is in front of them because they weren't taught like how to behave when they see kids or adults who lives in disability situations. It's really kids, they are amazing. They are really amazing. What kills me is the way the adults behave. In the past, about a few years ago, when my son was, I don't remember how old he was exactly, but around 4 or 3 years old, I met that girl. I knew her like a long time ago, and we stayed maybe 2 years. I didn't see her, and when we met, she saw me with my son, and she started like asking me how I was doing, what was going on with my son. At that time, my son was really obese, and it was just crazy. She asked me what happened, and I explained to her what happened to my son, like he got meningitis and he went in coma, he almost died, and really everything like was concerning my son and why he was in this situation. What she just told me at the end is, if I was you having a child like yours, I would prefer for him to be dead. It was like, what? I couldn't even believe what I just heard. I was so shocked. I was feeling like all I wanted is, it's complicated just to explain to you the way I felt. It's like, please, when you don't have anything to say, just don't say anything. It's better. Don't say anything. And that pity, or some people who has pity, look at you like you are going to die tomorrow, if what you are living now is the end of the world. We don't need that, okay? We know that our child is different. You don't have to remind us again and again and again. Your pity doesn't help at all. Just keep them for yourself. You don't need to open your mouth just to say garbage. It's not necessary. And that disapproving, judgmental long stares are not needed for a person who is already living in a complicated situation. Don't have to deal with that again. Don't need it, okay? If you have nothing positive to say, nothing relevant can help the person, just keep it for yourself. It's easier. So if the parents behave like that, imagine the kids, how they will understand when they see at school their classmate sitting in a wheelchair or having a seizure. They need to be taught at the home. You can make your child understand that despite of difference, there is a lot in common between this child who is in wheelchair and him. Every child needs to be happy, needs to communicate with other people. They like to play, they like to draw, they like to listen to music, they like making friends. So teach your child how to communicate with a child with disability. Even his classmates have limitations. You can make him understand, like when he talks to him or to her, he can answer. He can have a good reaction when you interact with them. He can smile to you, can hug you, or even make a little noise with his mouth to make you understand that he's happy to see you close to him. You can help your child to learn how to include his friend who has disabilities in the activities. It can be like a simple activity on what both childs can enjoy. Your child has to understand that we have to treat people the way we would like to be treated. So you parent, you mother, father, you can be a big and good example for your child. You can encourage your child to start up a conversation with a child who has disabilities. Each time when he meets one, it can teach him lessons he can keep up until he grows up. You can explain to your child that even if the child do not speak, he can respond. Kids learn more from parents' action than from their words. Please do not feel sorry about the parents who have kids with disability. By confronting your child with the differences, they will be accustomed to the diversity. And if you do so, who knows, one day the society will become healthier for everyone who lives on it. That's it, my friend. Thank you very much for being there. I hope today you will subscribe, share the video with your family and friends, leave a thumb up, and do not forget to activate the notification bell. So I tell you goodbye and see you in the next video. Thank you, champion. Bye-bye.